$2 catamaran.
Hello, sailing fans. We are out at sea, and it's about time for us to do our review of how Lickety Split, our $2 catamaran, performs at what she's meant to do, which is sailing. Not sure if this mic works, but we're going to try it out. And let's just do a nice walkthrough of what's going on here. So, starting here, our head sail. All the way up at the moment, comes on down right here, attached in two places to the hull of the boat. And as you can see, it's nice and full. We're headed just a little bit upwind, which we'll talk about. I want to quickly hop down onto the nets, and I'm going to put you under the boat just for a second so you can see what we're dealing with here. We'll see how this turns out. So as you can see, water's rushing pretty good. I think we're doing 4 or 5 knots upwind and pretty light wind right now. Moving back to the mast, we'll take a look at a couple things. We have red and green jib sheets here off of the head sail headed back. So the red section is just coming across the mast and down here to this block, and that helps us get a little bit more curl on the sail, because as you can see, the other jib sheet now on the port side sort of runs straight down and back, and it doesn't give us the exact sail shape we want. Moving on to the mast. So we got 3 halyards that run up through the mast itself. You can see them here, and they run down through these cleats, down and back. So we'll head back there in just a moment, but I want to highlight these are the halyards. They run up. One is holding up the jib at the moment, one is holding the main sail, and then one is doing nothing. So they run back. Let's head on back there. Very good. This is the view from here. So we're sailing the green jib sheet right here, and the halyards come back to this block system and this winch here, and that's how we adjust our halyards. Down here, I just want to talk quickly about this center board. There's one on each side of the boat. And this thing is helping us giving us a little bit of traction in our upwind sailing, so it's just a fin sticking down out of the water. And as you can see, it's working well. We're not drifting across as catamarans can tend to do. A little view of our captain and first mate over there. We'll interview them shortly. I want to focus on this traveler system for a moment. So, coming down off of the boom here, first we see these white lines here. These are reefing lines, so those also run out through the mast, through the boom, all the way up front, and then back on this side of the boat. And we can trim the reefs there and there for 2 reef points on the main sail. You can see lazy jacks too. There's one on this side. That brings us to main sheet right here in blue. So we've got it sort of on a close reach here into the wind. And this traveler system, which could probably use some TLC, allows us points of sail on either side. We've got our motor up and out right now. This is one of my favorite views on the whole boat. You can see the water rushing through below. So So our motor lowers into the water, but right now we're sailing, so we don't need it. Did I forget any main sailing systems? I don't think so. That's generally how it works. Then, you're going to see Ray here. Yeah, we're going to the rudders now. So, Ray is holding this pipe here. You jiggle the pipe?
Jiggle the pipe, right?
Thank you. So that pipe connects, just an aluminum pipe, connects our two tillers. And then we've got our rudders in their casings here. New steel casings there after our misadventures in the past. And yeah, each one can be sailed from anywhere. They do sail at the same time. So if I go over here, I could also sort of sit across from Ray, and I could steer here with him, steering over there. We have this rope system that you can see here to raise and lower the rudders. We can sort of adjust their trim as necessary and to keep them out of the water when we're not sailing. And then we have a rope system on the actual rudder housing, which you can see there. That just kind of keeps the rudders in tight and keeps them from drifting backwards. Let's do one more look down into the underbelly. All right, didn't lose the phone. And yeah, what else? We keep extra fuel here. It's just an auxiliary 3-gallon or 3.1-gallon fuel tank that we use to run the motor. And if we need the motor, we just quickly lower it down on these tracks all the way down to the cutout. And then we can pull start it, and it's pretty quick. With that, that's the 7-minute mark of our boat review. There's some more sort of basic sailing equipment here. So we have extra winches. We could use more cleats. That's something we've talked about many times. There's also spinnaker equipment that we don't really use. Same kind of look over here. We've got that centerboard down just a little bit. And yeah, what a beautiful day sailing Lickety Split on the Pacific. Unless our crew wants to speak. Our crew does not really want to speak. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Have a look at the beautiful Long Beach port in the background and a cruise ship coming at us. A little landscape that way. You know, we're 3 or 4 miles offshore, headed towards Catalina, and just want to give you a sense of this majestic boat out at sea.